When you're hiring a new driver, you have to go through the same steps as if they were to apply at the post office as a rural carrier. They have to do the same background screening, security check, everything. So the first form they will fill out is a regular application. It has anything that a normal application will have. There is a section where you put your former jobs. You don't want to leave any blanks in there. So if you ended a job at a certain point and you didn't start another job for 3 months, make sure that in that line you put unemployed from this date to this date. If not, it will get rejected and get sent back to your office that you work out of, and they will make you fill it out and send it back again, which will delay your clearance. You also have a background form. All you have to do on that is sign it and date it. That's giving the Postal Service permission to do a background check on you. The next form is fingerprints. You should be given from the AO 2 fingerprint cards. Those fingerprint cards you need to take to a local police station, sheriff's station, somewhere in your local area that does fingerprints. You have to get 2 sets. I don't know why, but you have to get 2 sets and turn them in with your hiring pack. You also have to go to the DMV. You can go to their website and get a driving record. This will be the last 7 years. They may have changed that. I think they might have changed it since I've been hired to either 3 or 5 years. If you have moved from a different state and you've only been in this state for 2 years, you need to go back to your other state and request your driving record that takes you back to the amount of time that your driving record needs to be for. There was also a drug testing, which that has been eliminated from the CDS requirements. So you'd no longer have to be drug tested. I think it's because there's so many states now that have legal recreational marijuana, so they do not drug test anymore. Once you hire somebody, it's your responsibility to train them. Personally, I work at the same office that I have my other route that I do have somebody hired for. It's your responsibility to train them. I made up my own form or training manual. So I make sure before I set them free to do the route on their own that I have went over every step, signing in where to go once you get to the post office. As soon as you get to the post office, your steps, what you're going to do to be able to get your mail cased. And I go over the case with them, where to go to pick up your DPS mail, to pick up your magazines, to pick up your packages, any of that. Before you let them go on their own, you have to make sure that you have them completely trained. I've seen people that will train somebody for 3 days and let them on their own. To me, that's not being trained. I had a form that I used to use, and I would make them initial. Once they knew exactly how to do this and were confident in doing it on their own, they would initial that. You can hire somebody at 16 years old. They cannot drive a vehicle that has mail in it. They can come work with you at the post office. You can take them out on the route. They can touch the mail. They cannot drive a vehicle and have a piece of mail or a piece of equipment, a scanner, locker keys, anything like that in the vehicle, because they have to at least have been driving and had their driver's license for 2 years before they can drive on the route. That goes back to having your driving record. If you just turned 16, you have your driver's license, you have no driving record. So you have to be 18 years old and have your driver's license for at least 2 years in order to be able to drive the mail.